Hello, Brave Awakened Ones. Veronica, Lady V here of HigherRealmHolistics.com. Empath, intuitive, Lightworker Sherpa. If you're interested in a session or webinar, please visit HigherRealmHolistics.com. Or if you want a book, or if you're interested in any of my books or my Lady V's merch, okay, you can go to HigherRealmHolistics.com. I promised to talk about my webinar that I have coming up this Saturday, the 26th of October, 2019, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What I will be doing is Kundalini activation. Not just activating your Kundalini, but teaching you how to maintain your Kundalini, help it rise and then maintain it that way, okay? Because it can rise and go right back down and up and down, up and down, up and down, right? Part of the prep to do that and to help you maintain your Kundalini is the meditation with the Sri Yantra that I uploaded this morning, okay? So just go and watch that video, and if you're interested in joining me Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can go to HigherRealmHolistics.com, link in the description, and book yourself for the webinar coming up. And I use Zoom video conferencing. It's only $22, beyond reasonable. So if you're ready for that, please join me. And then the week after that, I'm going to do Merkabah activation. Yes, everyone has a Kundalini. Yes, everyone has a Merkabah. But it's not activated in everyone. Not unless you're ready. This is something I was told I was going to have to do towards the end of the year, which is now. And I was very reluctant to do that. Like I say, I go kicking and screaming, but at least I go. Because I was with my whistle. I don't want the responsibility of doing that, because when my Kundalini rose about 5 years ago, I didn't even know what the heck a Kundalini was. No, it was more than 5 years ago. I'm sorry. It was 2013. And it stayed up for the past 5 years. I didn't know what a Kundalini was. I straight up did not. I asked my friend who was did yoga, who was a yoga instructor and did yoga and stuff like that. And then she's like, oh yeah, it sounds like your Kundalini's rising. I had no freaking clue. It was very much a surprise. Happened during one of my daily meditations. And it's no joke. For those who have had that Kundalini rise, you know how serious it is. And there's there are a bunch of symptoms that come with it. And there's a lot of responsibility that comes with your Kundalini rising. And it's a big activation. You can't go to the highest levels without your Kundalini rising, and then your Kundalini rises first, and then your Merkabah is activated. And for me, everything was organic. I didn't go to anyone. I didn't take Kundalini yoga classes. I didn't know what it was, and I did not know what the heck a Merkabah was either until I was guided to wake up one day by my oversoul, and I sat there, and then it was Archangel Metatron was showing me a meditation to do a meditation, and then it literally went ignited around my body, and I was like, what in God's name is that? And I heard Merkabah, and then I had to look it up, because I do not get food spoon fed, nor do I spoon feed. I had to look it up. I heard the word Merkabah, do my research, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then it popped up again a few other times. That is your ascension vehicle. Okay, that is, those things must be activated before you start to embody your final, the final light bodies. When it comes to your crystalline, rainbow, diamond, I already made it to diamond light body last year. I embodied that. And then, like I said, on Friday, I had my these life codes activated, the primary and the secondary, within me, and it was literally, I felt it in my DNA. In my DNA, in my genes. I mean, it went down to my mitochondria. It was crazy. I see a lot of people, I'm going to explain this because number one, I noticed some people just did not listen to the video completely or at all. I don't understand. I'm seeing a lot of questions on how do I find out my primary and secondary number. I said it in the video. Please go listen to the video. And when it comes to the numbers themselves, I notice people just throwing numbers out there. You can't get caught up in numbers, and like, yes, there's, you know, the majority of numbers you see are just synchronicities, okay? They're guiding you along your path. They are doing some activations. But when I'm talking about your primary codes, these are your codes that unlock your body. Your primary and secondary codes. These are codes that unlock your body. It's not like saying 444 or 144 all the time, or numbers I see all that 717, 44, 144, 411, 911. 711, 717 is a big one for me. I mean, I see all those numbers, but they're not my actual DNA activation codes. That's not what those numbers are, guys. Don't get it confused. You know, some of you getting really twisted. Don't get it twisted. That's not what it is. Again, it is, and I said this in the video before, so please listen. You must listen. People are not listening. You know, they're just hearing something and running with it. That's not spiritual maturity. You must listen to learn properly. So, again, I'm mentioning it again. These codes are connected to your, now I'm getting like, my mind's gone. The primary and secondary codes, two ways you know what they are. Number one, you've seen these numbers all your life. You have a connection to these numbers. You resonate extremely deep with these numbers. They have such a deep meaning for you. Like, I'm not saying my primary code, which is not something you share. You do not share your primary code. So I know people get all happy and they're listing all these things. Don't do that. Don't do that. I freely say my secondary code because I've always known what my secondary code is since I was a teenager. I even have a New York, you know, a hoodie that I've had since I was 16, and I never even wear it. I just wanted to look at, because the number just meant so much to me, and I felt something in my gut, in my soul, every time I saw the number 22. And it's very connected again to your date of birth and your name. I said that in the last video. Okay, so it's connected to that. Now, my primary code, you could figure out your primary code that way too, with your name and date of birth. But for me, my primary code was told to me by my soul star family that surrounded my bed and was activating me. And then I saw the number popping up. It's usually a single digit number. It's a single digit number. Okay. That's what it looked like, a single digit number. I did see the number 11 also as a primary. Think of prime numbers. It's connected to that. It's connected to prime numbers. Look up what prime numbers are. So, yeah, when I saw that number popping up all over my body, I was like, what in God's name is that? And I was told it was your primary code, your activation code for your quote-unquote junk DNA. Your superhero, your X-Men DNA. And then I saw all the chromosomes coming together, the genes coming together and lighting up and forming something new. It was crazy. That's what that is. That is how sacred it is. It's not something that's cute that you talk about, that you like, oh my God, this is so cool. No, it's not about that. No. Ooh, huge white butterfly just flew in my face. It's not what it's all about. Okay? That primary code is to unlock the deepest version of you, the highest version of you. Okay? Some of you aren't ready for that. The lips of wisdom are closed except to these understanding. You don't have the ears to hear and the eyes to see yet. And that's fine. That is fine. You take your time with it. It's a lot of work to get to this stage. A lot. Which is why I was like trying to shrug off the responsibility of doing Kundalini activations, because I have seen from the beginning constantly people posting videos saying, yes, I do Kundalini activation. I do Kundalini activation. I'm like, they're playing with fire. Are you kidding me? I don't want that. You know, a couple of videos I saw, I was like, didn't sound right to me. Did not resonate with me at all. But again, my oversoul made it very clear to me, if not now, when? If not who? If not you, who? You know? So I was like, ugh. And I just want to share a really cool story with you guys. Yesterday, I went to TJ Maxx to buy some face wash. TJ Maxx is, you know, it's like a Marshall's. It's a discount department store. So I went there just to get some face wash. And I literally, as I was walking, I felt like the weight of the world on my shoulder again. I just felt bogged down. And I just felt how my energy was the energy standing in between my granddaughter and the darkness that she is surrounded by. Because I told you guys, my daughter's friends, they're part of the Church of Satan. And my energy was the energy protecting her. And then when it comes to my older sister, who has breast cancer right now, I'm literally the one who is helping heal her. I'm literally the one keeping her alive, basically, and keeping her very healthy, where she's working 2 jobs and taking care of 5 kids still. And the one who's fighting for my daughter's soul and fighting for my son's soul, I was just like, oh my, the tears just balled up in my eyes, and my throat got all like dry and thick, and I got all verklempt. And I'm like, am I going to have a breakdown right in the middle of the freaking department store? And I was just ready to burst out into tears. And then I felt something right here, right next to me. And then I was guided to turn. I like walked, and then I had to take a few steps back. And then I was guided to look over. And it was like the cell phone area where they had the cases and whatever, the jacks and crap like that. And I looked over. What was shoved really weird in that position was this. You got this. And I heard it before I turned around. I heard, you got this. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then I looked over, and here it was. And it was Archangel Gabriel who put that message there for me. You got this. How cool is that? I was like, wow, thank you. And then literally felt like that weight was dropped off of me, because I was also thinking, oh geez, I have to do this Kundalini activation and this Merkabah activation. And quite frankly, I was still like feeling a bit gun shy from finding out that somebody who I literally split my last piece of bread with when I was in a very tough financial spot, and gave them my home for free, and even tried to get them to work for me, you know, and come to find out, you know, they went out and bashed me as hard as they could, because I would not allow them to take advantage of me, because they were doing drugs. So I was like, damn, you know, that was tough. That was tough to see and to hear, to read, for goodness sake. So it's like, it made me feel a bit gun shy. And that's when I saw this, you got this, Archangel Gabriel gave me. And then I heard, if not you, then who? If not now, then when? I was like, okay, this is what I'm made for. This is what I'm made for. So, especially with 2020 coming up, this activation that, you know, I'll help you guys achieve, those who want to join me, it's about taking it all the way, okay? I mean, I had those activations over 5 years ago. Well, maintained it since the 5 years. And then from that, embodying all my different light bodies till I'm completely embodied. And now with all those embodiments, got that huge new, it's brand new DNA forming, new chromosomes forming, because the genes and the DNA are coming together. It's like, wow, now it's time to, there are many others who, I mean, this is what I'm literally physically built for. One of my jobs, so, you know, one of my things I chose to do. So now it's time for me to, you know, ding, just flip that switch for someone, for some people. If you're more interested in, because I did have somebody request it, if you're more interested in doing that on a private basis, yes, we could do that too. If you decide to book a private session with me, we could do the Kundalini activation and the Merkabah activation privately. If you want to join in, it's only $22. Okay, so it's Kundalini this week, and then next week is the Merkabah. I don't have the exact date for the Merkabah yet. All right. And there's many other webinars to help you along your ascension path, your awakening path, if you go to HiramHolistics.com. Okay, and please don't forget to check out my new channel, Saving Gen Z. The link is in my community page. I post a lot in my community page, okay? So the link is over there. Please share. You know, that's the only way we're going to overcome this matrix system and build anew, is to know the truth, especially for our children and our grandchildren. All right, Lady V out. Talk to you guys later. Bye. We got this.